wrap as well, short A. Look at Leaf.
There's no idea for them to know if it's on right now because they're still waiting on the other side of the wall. This one coming through will connect onto Leaf. Still work to be done. Poster has gotten it to half. There's the flash. There's the swing. And Chronicle gets all three. Heartbreak for G2.
Yesterday, I flamed Fnatic. Today, they flamed G2. And this is the thing. When these teams, you know, they play a troll game, and I'm sure Fnatic would agree that they kind of trolled yesterday. I don't hold it against Fnatic. You know, it's nothing to do with Fnatic. I'm just telling you what happened. And I'll tell you that today they stomped G2, particularly here on Haven, which, as you can see, is the map we are going to watch. We're going to start with this first pistol round. We're going to take a look at Fnatic's defense side, which was crazy strong here on Haven. Now, it starts with an interesting pistol round, right? A strange pistol round. Where G2, you just saw them run down C, right? These three have just run down C, and they've destroyed this camera. They put a smoke up here. It looks like we're going for a C exec, which then might beg the question, like, why has Boaster just come here and ran towards B? Right, like why have they done that? Now, to me, this is Fnatic. I'm not going to give them too much credit for this one. I don't think that this was them with the hardest read of all time, that this is a fake, and that actually this was going to end up in a B hit. I think more likely they were looking, because there's a Viper orb here on B, that, hey, probably Jonah is looking to lurk here, and, you know, maybe he's out there, and this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to sniff him out, see if they see him, but instead we see the actual, you know, kind of a couple people there out towards B, and it's like, oh, maybe they're not on C, right? Because why haven't you planted yet? So you actually see that these guys come and group back up on A. But now what you're about to see is a hit onto the B site from G2. They're going to end B here. But Fnatic in their retake do really well to win this round.
So they're with them.
Yeah. Members of Fnatic need to be careful from this front B pop from G2, that Yoru flash. It could be so hard to dodge.
I think that's why they're playing off of it, and as soon as it goes off, they know they can try to refill it onto the site. Trent back already through, taking care of Bozer, but the trade is timely. It's perfect. Dirk is not able to get it. His hero does. 2 kills on the round for him, but they've managed to get the spike down. G2 in these post-play positions found, again, just down to 19 HP. It's just a tap. It's just a threat. Just enough to try to get them out of position. Do they have a flash? Do they have anything? They all just swing out. They all just face. And they're outnumbered.
So there's one moment I really want to highlight in this, which instantly kind of tells you that Fnatic were playing very well and we're going to have a good day today. And it's just here after they come in onto the site, G2, and we go 1 for 1. And, you know, we get a nice flash here from Boaster, but he's not able to get the kill just there. But Dirk is going to get a kill on the other side of the site. So he's going to get a kill over just here. And it's just this moment now. Right, it's just this moment now of Hero, right? Keep your eye on Hero, because you think about it from his perspective, right? Boaster has just died, right? He's just died here. You know, so you might think the normal response would be to, you know, swing out, you know, this guy's here, go and kill him, right? But Hero feels like that timing is missed, and instead of panicking or doing something stupid, right, he just holds his ground and he's going to wait for Durka to come back to him. These two are on completely the same page. They know what they're doing, and they're going to, like, you know, when Durka gets here, now Hero's gonna be ready to swing out the smoke, right? So just this, like, and Hero's actually the one that gets the kill. Just that little brief moment there, that is not easy to do, right? In a very chaotic, messy situation, to have kind of the calm and wherewithal to kind of wait for your teammate, wait for them to run across the other side of the site, wait to swing together out of that smoke from 2 different sides. Those are the kind of like small things that happen in chaotic moments that if you can do them well, your opponent almost stands no chance, which is what happened to G2 today. Next up, let's come to round number 3, and for this one, we're going to talk a little bit of comp theory first, because let's take a look at Fnatic's comp, because they're not playing kind of the standard comp anymore, right? We're playing the Yoru with the ISO here still, which is an idea that, you know, kind of took off when ISO first got buffed, but, you know, most people have kind of ditched it other than Fnatic at this point, but Fnatic make it work, and in particular against G2 and what G2 are doing with the Viper Wall, we have seen many, many teams struggle with this Viper Wall. This Viper Wall has won games on its own. But Fnatic have a very good way of dealing with it, because between the Yoru and the ISO, I mean, really it could be either of them, right? They can get ahead of this wall, right? Better than a Jet can. Because a Jet, you know, and this wall is good at punishing Jets, because Jets, you know, you want to get to like these kind of areas where you can still just about escape as a Jet, right? You want to push it basically as far as you can, but still escape. But obviously with a Yoru, you could be all the way up here. Right, like if no one was here on A, you can walk all the way up and still TP away and you're fine, right? A Jet can't do that, right? And the same thing is kind of true with an ISO, where you might be like, I don't really want to swing this, but with an ISO and a shield, maybe you do want to swing this, right? It's not as big as a punish. So they had just great ways of dealing with this, right? So you see Alpha there. He destroys the dart. They know he's there. It doesn't matter. He swings out. He's got his shield. He gets a kill, right? So straight away, that's good. And then if we come and look at the other perspective, because they're pushing down mid as well here, right? So we're being super aggro. This turret doesn't see Durka. And, you know, he's ready for it. He swings out, destroys the turret. He's going to now TP away, and the swing here from Hero. This is unbelievably good, right? This is just so hard to deal with for Leaf, right? And we're straight into a 5v3. That is unbelievably good from Fnatic, that entire little sequence there. And really, you know, again, their comp obviously is helping them versus what G2 are doing, which is obviously good. You know, they're being aggressive, they're being proactive. They do make one small mistake here, which is Boaster perhaps gets into his kind of micromanaging mode, not too focused on himself here. Lets G2 contact walk all the way into him, and he's going to die. And then Hero also is going to die from just a spam here through this smoke. But then after that has happened, you're going to see Durka go absolutely insane, both in terms of his aim and just a massive Yoru outplay.
Come out from Chronicle towards A, and they've got him fully funneled into the middle of the map, and they know that. The paranoia is going to be a little bit wide, but Valorant shots do connect. Now they can flush back C. The thing is, I don't know that they really have a good idea of where Durka is.
I think they might have a notion that somebody could be down C long, and that's why they're planning for CT right now. And this drone, it's going to get good info on where Alpha Year is.
Again, Durka is the problem, and the problem has not been solved.
Nasty work from Durka. What a transfer.
That's a scary sight for G2 fans. If he's hitting like that already.
Oh, he commits to the TP backside.
Jonah P fully surrounded in a 1v3. No idea where Durka was.
I just want to quickly point out that Jonah gets absolutely cooked by Durka's Yoru here, right? He has the TP on the backside. He's actually going to fake the first TP to the backside, right? So perhaps Jonah thinks, well, maybe he's over there. Then he sends out the fake clone here that Jonah, you know, spots as the fake clone with another TP just here. And now we take a look at Jonah's POV, right? So he hears, obviously, the TP from behind him. Takes a look behind him, sees the clone, shoots that, thinks, oh, that's the clone. Thinks it's a fake. You see, he still doesn't think that Durka is there whatsoever. Just not ready for it whatsoever. Great play by Durka. Great aim. Great Yoru outplay. Insane stuff. And when we skip ahead to round number 9, it's almost a carbon copy of what you just saw at the start of last round.
The crazy plays that can happen against this basically double duelist comp of ISO and Yoru. I mean, that's another free pick, but I think that'll spam this time around. And the 1-2-3 punch.
So again, this is comp abusing, basically, from Fnatic at this point, right? Like, we've already seen them do this once, but they do it again. And again, you know, you're just not used to this, right? You're not used to playing against Yoru. This is the advantage of Yoru, right? That one, this turret doesn't see this angle. But the thing is, if this is a jet, you know, you just swing window and this guy is dead. Right, like no, like playing Jet, even Aspas would struggle to get out of this situation. But Yoru, it's not that hard, right? And so again, we get into this angle. Again, Alpha just is disrespecting, running up. This was a bit of a mistake by Ice. He's out on his own. It's not a great play by him. But this time, you know, Leaf brings in support, right? He's thinking, okay, well, last time I got cooked by this, you know, I've been dealt with this before. So Jonah this time is with him. But still, Durka gets that first kill, again, not ready for it, and then the swing comes, and this time Jonah gets punished by it. It's just so good by Fnatic, just kind of punishing small details from G2. But then if we come to the very next round, this I love perhaps even more than that initial idea, because at this point, Fnatic are basically reading into G2 so hard that Fnatic are doing G2's adjustments for them, or preparing for them at least, because you see in the next round, they go for a 4-stack here on B, right? So they're already thinking like, well, G2 aren't just going to do the same thing and fall for it again, right? They're not just going to let Durka walk down here again and, you know, get a kill again, right? They're going to do something different. So what are they going to do? Well, they're either going to put the turret here or they're probably going to swing from window, right? Maybe as a team, right? To stop and try and punish Durka and punish him here. So what have Fnatic done? Well, we're going to 4-stack this, right? So that if you do come down here and do try and swing as a team, doesn't matter because we got 4 people here and we're going to win this fight anyway. Or if the turret is here, you know, someone will just shoot the turret for Durka and he's going to walk down here and get all this mid space for us anyway. And knowing that he can, you know, play secretly down here, you know, and be very aggressive and still TP out and be safe if danger does come. Instead, what happens though is G2 perhaps are foolish enough because they fall for the same trick again. However, this is an insane shot.
And what?
Look at this. Another walk down mid this time with more members. That turret does not clear this box. Leaf, oh my goodness!
He's punished again.
And then finally, if we finish here with round number 11, a more great play from Fnatic. Great initial plan, great execution, great mid-rounding as well. Just all really, really good, right? So what's the plan this time? This time they're going to get aggressive on A, as you can see. Aggression, that was the name of their game. They're going to go for this dart in here from Chronicle, right? So we're just going to send a dart there. And the idea is, if this dart gets shot, then we can ISO ult them and they can't escape. Right, so that's kind of our first idea. You'll see it just here. The dart's going to come from Chronicle. It will get shot, right? So there goes the dart. It gets destroyed just there. So now Alpha, he's like, okay, shield up. In we go. Ult. You get stolen. And of course, Alpha is going to win this 1v1 just here, as he does most of the time. Very hard to play against. And so Alpha wins the 1v1, right? But now this is what's going to happen is reminiscent to me of old EG, because what you're going to see next is we're going to get a bit of information on where Leaf is. And then we're going to go crazy here from multiple players, you know, just wondering, how can I get involved in what is about to happen next? And Fnatic are going to destroy them.
Read right now from Fnatic, they know.
Boaster still playing close by. If they fully commit to this B fight, he has a paranoia that he can hit from there. It's all off the cue from Alpha, but he gives the space up.
Look at how far back the trips are from Hero.
Leaf's gonna get tagged. The Hunter's Fury has been invested. Leaf is already dead.
What a setup.
No corner is safe.
So yeah, this to me is just, you know, very like last year EG, Champs EG, of just very fast reaction of like, oh, something's happening over there. Here's how I can get involved in it, right? And it's just really, really well done. So we're going to see Leaf on the camera. Hero gets into a bit of a spam battle with him, and Chronicle instantly is like, okay, I'm just going to ult that, and that's going to be a free kill, right? So really, really good stuff. Very fast reaction, right? So we see the spam battle going on here. Chronicle across the map, doesn't matter. I understand I'm safe here because, you know, we've got these guys pushing out, so I'm going to solve ult. But then Durka as well, in kind of all of the chaos, he, you know, anticipates that, hey, there's a silver ult going on. Silver ult very noisy, very loud. I can get involved here and get involved in this chaos and also pick up a free kill here, right? So just really, really good. So we get the kill there on Leaf, and then Durka coming out through the window here as well. He finds a free kill. Great trade here as well on Jonah P, right? So he doesn't have much of a chance. We're going together. Find a nice trade, right? He was only ever going to get one there. And now they're going to kill Valen here at the end. And this was a destruction from start to finish.
Valen's left in a 1v3, and yeah, he has the spike, but again, it's these miserable 1vx situations.
That was so sick from Fnatic. What a great round. And Alpha just spams him through the smoke. That's how the game's been going. Everything in favor for Fnatic.